Day or Night Exotics TV. I'm Dale tonight. We're going to do finally the update on my two exotic pet rooms. We're going to take a look at this room, which is the snake room, as well as the tarantula room. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into this one. We're going to spend more time in the tarantula room just because there's more animals in this room and it's a larger space, and this is where I do most of my work. The snake room is really just a snake room. It has doesn't have a whole lot of room. It's actually very small. So we're going to spend most of our time in here, and we'll check out the snake room after we take a big tour of the tarantula room. Enjoy, guys. Okay, so let's start the tour. To my back is the opening of this room. If you remember this room from some of my earlier vids, if you go to the playlist on my Day or Night Exotics TV YouTube channel page, there's a playlist that has tours on it. There's only like a couple of vids on there, and there's some prior vids I need to probably actually add to that list of what the old room looked like. If you remember, there was a flood. I took everything upstairs and had all this open up and got the house worked on, and now we're back in business down here. I actually like this basement. It's not cold at all. Even in the wintertime, it's actually warmer. It's always warmer down here than it is upstairs. So it doesn't take much to heat it, especially with the tarp really secured. I don't even have to keep it completely airtight. As you can look up here, you can see there's clearly air openings in there, so it's, you know, get stagnant air in here. There's always air coming through here, even the opening. I keep it it's just like a little slit here that goes out that I walk back and forth from. So it's not the prettiest room in the world, but it actually works very, very well for what I need to do. And well, we'll get started. I'll give you a tour of the whole room, but we're going to start off with the animals, and then I'll kind of show you the rest of the room as we go along. So let's just go along. This workbench actually came with this house. The owner didn't want to take it out. Actually, the person who's renting from this house didn't want to take it, so I took it, and I've been really working on it. Hopefully I can take it with me whenever we move again. I'll probably be moving in the next year or so. But we'll start taking a look at some of the animals. Right here is this is Maximus, my eastern garter, and you can probably kind of see him down there. It's a little dark on this side. I keep him over here on this table because he just he likes a little bit on the darker side, and it keeps him away from the heating unit. This table is just a folding table, and I use it for all my supplies. As you can see, have everything you need on this table. Makes it really nice and easy to be able to come over here and just grab it when I need, and move on. Over then, we are on the table. I always keep my leopard geckos. These are male and female parents here. I think the female is the albino, tripper albino, and then you got the males on top of that log there. It's gonna give these guys a new lid soon. And then you have over here is my fire belly toad tank. Water level is a little low. I'm about to clean this out and give them some fresh water. And they just ate yesterday. I want to make sure they were nice and happy and full before I clean them out, because they can be kind of psychotic when I'm trying to clean them out and trying to get them all out. So this is the fire belly toad tank, and like I said, water level is a little low. I normally keep it a little bit higher, but it's kind of evaporated since I haven't been down here doing much in a couple of days. Got to refill that. And these are my next batch of leopard geckos. There's 3 in here, 2 females and a male. Male's on a log, tripper albino. Then you got the female is inside of the moist hide there, and you got another little female down here. The one in the moist hide is been dropping eggs like crazy, but unfortunately she is not ever produced any babies. She's just not really they kind of go, the eggs make it the full term, but they just those last few days they just kind of bottom out, and they just nothing really happens with them. So but I don't have my geckos for breeding purposes, so it doesn't really bother me too much. I do like the learning experience of it. Hopefully one day these two will actually give me some fertile eggs. The small one there, she lay slug after slug after slug. That's why she stays in there. But she's actually in here only temporarily. I had to move her out. Her cage was actually the garter snake's cage, and I took her out temporarily. She's going to be going back in her own cage soon, so she's not normally in here with these guys. As you can see, her tail is getting small. She doesn't eat when she's in with the other ones as well, so I'm going to have to fatten her back up once I get her back out of here. So those are leopard geckos. Over here, we that's a close to a 40 gallon tank there, and that will be either going to be put in here or the snake room, which I'll show you next. This space I haven't used quite yet, because this used to be the opening. As you can see there, it's all pinned up now. This used to be the opening to get in the room, but I've kind of tightened up the room a little bit, so now this space is open up. I'm going to be putting this tank in here on a couple of tables that I got. I haven't put those tables in here yet, but they're just basic wooden tables, and this is just sit up there. It's kind of like a stand for this tank. Got to get a lid for this tank. I used to house my leopard geckos in here. This tank, actually, somebody picked it up at like a garage sale for me, and like I said, it's almost a 40 gallon, and I think they pay like it was like $12 for it or something like that, which is unbelievable. And it came with a bunch of accessories in there. There was hides and tree fake plants, trees and bark, things to climb on. Whoever had it obviously had like a snake or a lizard or something like that, but it just came full of stuff, and I've used it. Most of that stuff I've kind of broken up and separated and put in other tanks and everything, but that's an awesome tank. I'm keeping it open because that's where my bearded dragon is going to be going in as soon as I get the lid, and the dragon obviously. So, and that dragon is going to be over here most likely. This tank is big enough to fit in my snake room, but it might take up a little bit too much room. You'll see that snake room in a minute when I actually go in there. So over here is the refrigerator, and this is a must-have for me because of the my wife is not going to let me keep frozen mice and all of my dead tarantulas that I freeze that I plan on doing something with in the future. So this refrigerator works out great. It's just I mean, I literally fill it up with stuff. There's mice in there, and there's all kinds of my dead tarantulas, and you can see my scorpion kind of right there. But for the most part, this house is just my my snake food, so I don't have to keep them upstairs, and that thing saves me a lot of trouble, a lot of heartache and headache from family members coming over and opening up the freezer and seeing mice in there. So that's a must-have. One thing about this room, I always have extra empty containers. I haven't bought a lot of tarantulas lately, so I got a lot of extra containers around that I normally would use. You can see them, some down here. A lot of these things are empty, but I'll go through them quickly and show you guys what's in these enclosures. Okay, I'm not sure how much of the tarantulas we're actually going to be able to see. It is the morning time. They're out. I want to do this in the morning because most of them are out in the morning. So we're just going to go through quickly, and I'll show you which ones are what. This is my Nandu carapanensis, the Brazilian red. This is Argos up top. She's sitting over this enclosure. This is my old Acanthoscuria chacuana's enclosure. This Nandu is going to be going in here. That's why it is sitting on top of this one. There's nothing in this enclosure down here at the bottom. She was rehoused. I just haven't taken the label off yet. Right here you can see the bottom of my Phonopelma samani. Name's Ink. That's the Costa Rican zebra. And you can see right there. She really digs down into her enclosure, so the only time I really get a chance to see her out in the open is literally in the morning. And this is where she'll be at in the morning. This is my Cyclosternum fasciatum mystery. It's a Costa Rican tiger rump. I had two of these. The other one matured out and died a little while ago, so that sucked. But this one, hopefully, you can actually see the rump right there. You can kind of see her up in there. She's due for a rehouse, at least to get this one cleaned out. I mean, she's just gone crazy in there. Right here, you can see my Eupalistris camperstratus, the pink zebra beauty. This is Lady Dillinger, and she's another T that hides all the time. and it's good to see her out in the open. She's going to be rehoused after our next molt. She's starting to get some size to her finally. She's around 3 inches long right now. Very reclusive tarantula. Rarely ever see her out in the open. And over here we have my Brachypelma smithi. His name is Arclight. This is the Mexican red knee, and this one is always hanging out near the water dish, kind of like that. That's pretty much what he or she does all day long. Haven't confirmed this one yet. Thinking right now this one is most likely a female, hopefully, but she's been she just got rehoused a little while ago into this enclosure, so she's been doing great in there. And down here we have my Brachypelma albopilosum, the Honduran curly hair. It's Eclipse, and she's been doing great. She's starting to get big. She's going to be needing rehouse soon as well. It's really hard to see in here, so my apologies. And this is Arclight, my B. albiceps. And she's a sling, maybe around 1.5 inches right now. Eats like a monster. And then we have my 2 Aphonopelma chalcodii juveniles. Both of these are males actually, so they're close to adulthood actually. This is Baby Gray, and General is over there. And over here we have my Thrixopelma arcati, the Peru flame rump, and you can see her up there. This is Marzaries. She can probably use a rehouse as well too, something a little bigger than her enclosure she's in now. Okay, from that shelf down to here, this is my Pamphobedius fortis, the giant Colombian brown. This is Willow. And over here we have my Lasiodora parahabana, the salmon pink bird eater. This is Kamats. Not a lot of size to this one. Doesn't eat much, so it's been taking forever for her to grow. She's around 3.5 inches now. Probably close to 4 inches leg span wise, even though she doesn't look like it. She's starting to get some size to her. This is a tea I never ever see down here, and that's my Salmoporus armenia, the Venezuelan sun tiger. Just went blank there. And her name's Shadow, but we'll never get a chance to see her. She doesn't eat on camera. She doesn't do anything. I mean, we haven't seen that tea on the camera in a long time. And this is my Paraphysa euatha species unknown, Pandora, hanging out up there. I overflowed a water dish. Every time I do that, she runs up there. I don't know where she's in our hide. This is a Paraphysa scrofra, Chilean copper. Her name's Olympus. And then we have over here Ocean Storm, Chromatopelma cyanopubescens, the green bottle blue. Who's webbed up in here. This one's about to molt if it hasn't molted already. And it did. And let's see if it hooked out. It did. I knew this was a male, so this is kind of interesting on this video. There's my new mature male green bottle blue. I knew the molt was coming very soon because of the webbing and the reluctance to eat. So I knew this was a male a long time ago, so not a shocker at all. Plan on getting more green bottle blues this year anyhow, so it's not too big of a blow. But he's really gained in size. Sucks that he's a male just because, you know, this is my first green bottle blue. Would have been nice to have a female, but doesn't always work out that way. So I'll be doing an update video on this one, so I won't spend too much time on it here. Okay, and on this bottom shelf here is my Non-Duchromatus, the Brazilian white striped bird eater. She's probably in her hide, but she's due for a molt as well. Let me go up here to this middle bookshelf here. This is where I house a lot of my arboreals. We'll go through these quickly here. And these tubs here are, this top row actually, are all my pokies. This is a P. fasciata, Indiana. This is a mature male. You can kind of see him up there. And then over here we have my Sofusca Highland Trinity, where she's hiding. Right here I have my big, hopefully female, P. striata. Leg span is just really insane. Beautiful tarantula. And in here you probably won't be able to see him or her, and that's my P. ornata. Go down here, there's a second shelf. You can see my Avicularia versicolor. Name is Callisto, and this is the Antilles of the Martinique pinktoe. Has full adult coloration now, even though you can't see it from the underside. She actually, she'll probably hide, yeah. But she is looking insane. This is my mature male P. metallica, the Goody Sapphire ornamental. Still hanging in there. This is another species I'm going to be getting this year. Hopefully 2 of them. And this one's been doing really well. Once he passes away, the Sofusca Highland is going to be going in here. In here, you'll never be able to see him, but this is my Stromatopelma calceatum, Caesar. It's the featherleg baboon. It needs to be all cleaned out and rehoused very soon. I'll give you an update on that one once I transfer it out. I'm sure that'll be fun. This is Cotton Candy, my Grammostola mall, the Chilean gold fluff. Very quiet tarantula, always hiding. And then we got a G. rosea, Chilean rose. Her name is Whisper. Flipped over a water dish. Down here we have Star, my Grammostola poker piece, the chocolate golden knee. That's one of them. The other one is right here. Probably hiding in there. And that's Brownie, chocolate golden knee. And up here we have my B. Amelia, Brachypelma Amelia, the Mexican painted red leg. This is Phoenix. She does the same deal. I overflowed her water dish yesterday, and now she's up there. These cages are empty down here. And on this top shelf over here, we have Genesis, my Psalmopoeus cambridgei, Trinidad chevron. This is Genesis. Like I said, this is a big girl. You can see it right there. She's close to 7 inches long. Leg span wise, she's probably my longest tarantula. Really laid back girl. Not so laid back girl right here is actually my Raven, Fribentibus concertes, the Haitian brown bird eater. She is an absolute beast. Then we have Scarlet, the Canthoscuria geniculata, the Brazilian giant white knee, who just sits on her water dish all day. And I don't know if you'll be able to see her. She's probably back in her hide, and that's my large adult female Phonopoemus chalcodes, Venus, Mexican blonde, or the desert blonde, if you're, depending on what common name you go by. You can see a little foot sticking out of there. This is actually my Pteronochilus marinus OBT enclosure. That's Tattoo. She comes out in the morning. She probably was out before I started filming. She usually comes down here in the front. That's why I put the little water down there. She'll just sit over that water, that damp substrate for a little while before she goes back down in her hide, or her burrow, I should say. This is my B. bomi Fahrenheit. This is the Mexican fire leg. This one was in and out of an ICU for like 2 or 3 weeks. Just kept getting dehydrated, and finally I've gotten that all balanced out, so she's doing good right now. And this is my big female Brachypelma vagans fire. This is the Mexican red rump, and she's always hiding out now. Huge tarantula, 4 inches long, still growing. Not a big eater anymore like she used to be, but she's just getting huge. She's in a nice big enclosure. She fills it up pretty well. Down here is my first tarantula I've ever owned. This is Queen. This is a G. rosea female. Very nice, beautiful G. rosea. Haven't put a label on this one yet. This is my Grammostola rosea red color form. This is Cypress. Hopefully a female, but I'm thinking this might be a male. Then over here we have my Acanthoscurria chacawana Rogue. This is the Bolivian, not Bolivian, salmon pink bird eater. Huge girl. And then down here on this bottom rack we have two mature male G. roseas in there. Over there is Perseus, and this is Pistol. This one, Pistol, is the one with the post-ultimate molt, and it's actually still alive and doing well. So that's the all the tarantulas. In total, that was around maybe 40, 41, 42, something around in there. I lose count because I've been. I gave one of my teas to my good buddy Guitar Guy 1031 Astro. He was a G. rosea. I gave him that guy for his birthday, so I'm losing count of my tarantulas. I just added a T, so I've been hovering around 40, 41 for probably about a year now. So that number's gonna boost up a little bit this year because I'm gonna get some more teas off my wish list, and I want to get a couple more green bottle blues and a couple more P Metallicas this year, so that'll at least be 4 that I know I'm definitely getting. And for the rest of the room, it's just my shelving units where I have to have everything organized and labeled. I label everything, so this is where I keep I stack everything that I need, my supplies. I separate the tarantula substrate from the reptile substrate. Just because I do different mixes of them, and I don't want to, cross over sometimes. Sometimes I reuse some of the tarantula stuff, and I don't want to put tarantula substrate that might be littered with hairs into the reptile substrate, so I keep all that separate. But these work really well with just keeping everything separated, but also being really close to the workbench so I can get to it when I need it. And outside of that, I like I said, with this room, one of the reasons why I love this room is just the space that you don't see, which is like all the drawers that I used to keep all my tools in. And let's get that out of your way. This workbench has really been the best part about this room. This workbench is what makes this room work. Otherwise, I don't know how well it would work. But having this bench here, as a workspace, and having everything right here where I can just turn around and grab everything has been really awesome. So this is the tarantula room. It's a little dirty right now. I'm still in the middle of changing some things around, but I thought I'll update you guys real quick because I've been having everybody been asking me, well, what's the reptile room looking like? It's actually a lot less impressive than it used to look. It used to look really cool. I had the indoor pond in here, but I just kind of made it simplified and just made it a little bit smaller because it used to be a lot bigger than this. I had the snakes in here as well, so this room was absolutely huge. It was hard to heat, hard to keep the humidity up, but now that little area heater literally keeps this room at around 80 degrees. Right now it's not even full blast and not even full power, and it's like 85 degrees in here. So usually in the morning when I come down here, it gets set to a timer in the summer. I can turn it off for literally half the day and it'll keep in here around 80 degrees. Most of the day. The lowest it'll drop maybe is 75 degrees, and if I turn it on full blast it could get over 100 no problem at all in the summertime. So that is the tarantula room. Now this is what I call the brown room because of the brown tarp. But now let's go see the blue room, which is the snake room. Alright, we're standing at the entrance of the blue room. Again, blue because of the wall, the color blue of obviously the tarp. This is the snake room. Houses all my snakes except for the garter, who likes a little cooler, and he stays in the reptile room as we saw, or he stays in the tarantula room as we saw. This room is still a work in progress, mainly because of the rack system that's going to be put over here. These are all my ball pythons, but this will be a rack very soon, sometime this summer. And I did have a 20-gallon tank on a stand that's right in the place of my roach colony here, which we'll take a look at in a second. There was a 20-gallon tank on a stand right here. Also got that in that garage sale that somebody picked up for me, and I got that stand and that tank for like dirt cheap. Can't believe people give that stuff away. They have no idea what the value of some of those tanks are. But it houses my son's hamster, which is upstairs right now, the stand and the tank. So I was thinking about putting a crested gecko in that tank, but I actually my son needed it more for his hamster, so that one's gone. So right now this space is going to be filled as well in the future. I'm going to be getting some more snakes this year, obviously. There's a couple of more snakes I would like to get that are outside of ball pythons, and I also would like to get some more geckos, and eventually the geckos are going to be in this room once I get some more of them this year. So most likely this area right here will be housing my geckos, or the bearded dragon if I choose to pull it in here. If I do, it will be going along this wall here. That's why this wall is kind of bare, has nothing on it. Like I said, right here is my roach colony, and you probably won't be able to see anything in there. This is a young roach colony. There's around, maybe right now, 150 in there to 200. Might be even more than that right now. There's a lot of roaches in there, but I'm still building up the colony. I'm going to be separating them soon. I'm counting out some better ratios for them. I got a lot of nymphs and babies in there that are growing, so it's been working very, very well. I got to refill their food and their water gel. That light does not stay on the whole time. That's just for me to peek in there. That light was on that 20-gallon tank. So let's just move around the room. As you can see here, there's a couple of gecko eggs doing their thing in there. This shelf here is just used mainly for supplies. I don't really like this shelf to put animals on because it's not sturdy enough. But this is basically the mini version of my workbench that's in the tarantula room. This works just fine with it. You know, it houses my scale and my lights and anything that I need. I mean, it works perfectly for that. Right here you can see my get this out of the way so you can actually see the full snake there. This is Naga, my snow corn snake. Just got all cleaned out of his enclosure. So got his enclosure all cleaned out actually, and he's been doing well in here. So that's where he sits. He loves it in here. This enclosure right here is what's going to house that little runt albino gecko, leopard gecko. She'll be going back in here probably today. And this is where I hang on my snake shed, right next to the calendar. What I like about both these rooms, I didn't mention this in the other rooms, that this house comes with this house came with this type of lighting units, and it really is essential where I build my rooms around. As you can, that lighting helps out so much when you're trying to light these rooms, and especially when you're trying to film. I wouldn't be able to film the way I do without those lights. So those lights being in this house actually works wonders. And these are all my ball pythons. There's all 6 of them here, and this has been working pretty well for now. But like I said, this is going to be where the rack is going to be built. I'm actually building a custom rack for these guys, and it's just going to be a smaller one to begin with. This table here is what's going to be holding that 40-gallon tank. Once I get these guys off of here, the bearded dragon will be on this table in that 40-gallon tank, and that'll be most likely over on this side here next to the leopard gecko rack when I get it. And I don't know how much of we'll be able to see in here, but there's my female pastel BP. Her name's Padme. She just ate the other day. This is my male pinstripe Bane. He's doing well in there. You probably won't be able to see in here. The labels are kind of screwed up too. This is my male butterball python, and then that's Spock. Some of the labels are wrong on here. I did some switching around. And over in here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, that's Parker. He's my spider ball male. Right here is my biggest BP, my big female, normal 66% het pied female, and another normal female Coraline on this top rack. Everdeen, this het pied, is actually very close to being ready to for breeding, as well as Parker the spider ball, and Bane the pinstripe. So she'll be getting those parents will be the first ones I do. Gonna be getting some more BPs this year. Not sure on what paint jobs I'm gonna be getting or what genes, so I'm still working on that. Right now I'm keeping it very simple. I'm not trying to go too crazy. That's why you see the very basic single gene animals down here. I'm not in a rush. It's not my primary source of income that I'm banking on. This is just something I love these BPs, and breeding them is just a plus. So right now we're sticking to single gene. We'll bump it up as we start producing more, once they start producing actually. So this is the snake room, and like I said, this room has not been up very long, maybe 8 months, and it's still been worked on. I like it very small in here. It literally gets heated by this little area heater. All these guys have their own separate heat mats that heat them. Even though I keep them very low, I can actually they're not actually up against the enclosures, which is actually kind of cool, because most of these BPs don't like the mats, obviously. So that's why I can't wait to get the rack system, so I can get some different type of heating on those guys, because I hate heat mats. I cannot stand them. I would much rather prefer something other than a heat mat. I can't stand them. So this heater actually, just like the other room, it's not completely closed in. There's some air that gets through up the top there. But what's cool about this thing is that in the summer, like I said, it gets very, very warm in here. This room can get over 100 degrees very quick without much power, so they get set on a timer. In the wintertime, it can get a little iffy in here to keep these guys up to heat, but that's what the mats are there for. And in the future, you know, whatever I heat them with, you know, if without the mats it'd be a problem, but with the mats and with this heater, humidity stays up pretty well in here, actually really well in this room. So I never had any heating problems out of either one of these rooms once I split them up. The heating problem happened when I had them all together and I was trying to regulate their temperatures in the same room. Obviously I had to, the goal was to just get these guys split up and get the snakes in their own room with their own temperature and humidity, and keep the tarantulas in their own room. It is very warm in here right now, which is awesome, because the heater can be set on a timer. So like I said, I'll keep you guys updated on this room as it develops. There's gonna be more changes in this room than the tarantula room. The tarantula room basically is what it is right now. I'm outside of just adding a few things and cleaning it up a little bit, but that's what I've been working on. I'm keeping it very simple because I never know when I might have to tear all this stuff down and restart something, because I get things in my brain and I'll see something and I'll be like, well, let's try it this way. So I try to keep it very simple so it can all be torn down. That's what's great about these rooms. The tarp can come down real quick. I can rearrange it real fast without any problems. So hope you guys enjoyed having a quick look at my reptile rooms. Obviously they're still in construction and I'm always changing them up. I don't even know if I'm going to be actually still in this house in the next year. So it's always a work in progress, and I'll try to keep you guys updated on what's changing in these rooms, especially here in the snake room. If you're new to Day or Night Exotics TV and you want to see more of my stuff, you know, you can always go to my Day or Night Exotics TV channel page on YouTube and check out all the playlists as usual. Thank you guys for watching. Be safe out there and take care.